Fish on.
All right.
Fish on. Welcome to this episode of Superior Angling. We're here on Lake Huron chasing walleyes. But Jeff, I don't know if this is a walleye because I saw this fish go about 5 feet out of the water.
Well, that's probably not one then.
Unless we have a jumping walleye. This is not the intended species, but it's going to be a fun fish to catch here. So we're thinking of steelhead just because I literally saw it jump this high out of the water. But that's what we're doing. We're out here on Lake Huron, focusing in on the afternoon bite. Going to chase some walleyes here, trolling shallow shorelines. But again, the fun part about Lake Huron is there's other fish as well. But yeah, no, great walleye bite going on here on Lake Huron. But again, the water's so clear, you have to focus in on the back half of the day. So it's about, yeah, that fish is running, hey?
That is not a
I've
walleye.
never seen a walleye do that. No. I wish they did.
We weren't set up for one of these types of fish.
No, we're not ready for one of these fish.
No.
So we're trolling about 25 feet, using a variety of lures, gator baits, husky jerks, flicker shads, that type of stuff, flicker minnows. Again, targeting walleyes, but here we have a powerful steelhead.
Yeah.
That's a big fish.
I think that's a king.
That almost looked like a Chinook.
Yeah, blacktail. I mean, it's got a lot of power. Usually steelhead jump, and then give up. I mean, this thing,
Yeah, it almost looked like a Chinook, dude.
it's got some power. It really took me for a couple runs there.
That's a Chinook. Black mouth, man.
Cool.
That's cool. That's cool. That's a way to start off the day, man. We got him, Jeff.
All right.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Wow. That's the way to start our day walleye fishing.
Yeah.
That's what the best walleye start I've ever had in my
Yeah,
life.
right. Bonus king to start out today.
Right. You can see that black mouth. Indicative of a Chinook salmon. A coho would be a lot more
Right.
white in there. Yeah, that's
I'm
an awesome
optimistic.
fish.
That's a good sign because that means that there's bait up in here.
Right.
He wouldn't be up in 30 feet
That's
of water if
cool.
there wasn't a lot of bait. So.
That's a great bonus catch. And in last year we filmed a show where we were targeting these. So I mean, on Lake Huron here, right?
Mhm.
As they migrate in shallow to spawn here in another month or two. But yeah, so you guys do have a good population of Chinooks. But that is so cool. That's a heck of a start to our afternoon here on Lake Huron walleye fishing. Started off with a bonus Chinook. We're gonna be eating good now.
Absolutely.
I love it. Let's get that bait back out and hopefully see what another one of these are a walleye. A fish there in the long line, Jeff. I think 140 feet of mono can, there's a lot of shock absorption there.
Right.
Yeah, it feels heavy. It feels heavier than just the bait.
So this might be our first walleye.
This is gonna be our first walleye. Yes, very good call.
I don't think this is a
An
king.
eventful start, right? Yeah, it's not a king. Not a king. Heck yeah, our first walleye of the evening, and we know it's a walleye because it's not doing a whole lot, but
Right.
she's starting to fight now.
Didn't come 6 feet out of the water.
It didn't come 6 feet out of the water or peel 50 feet of drag in 2
I know,
seconds.
that was fun.
Yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. 20 feet on the counter. This is on that Gator Bait 500 series. It's a nice walleye. Man, is that water clear, hey?
Yeah.
Look at that fish. Yeah, look at that. That's some gold there, buddy. That's gold. Ooh, that's a nice walleye, Jeff. Holy cow. Yes!
Lake Huron
yes,
gold.
Yes. That's a gorgeous walleye, man. Wow.
Yeah, that's our goby colored, and they do feed on gobies, so especially on a cloudy day with the white bottom.
Right. Look at
Good
that.
natural bait.
Goby colored. Does that glow at all, or is it just a very vibrant white?
It is a glow, yeah.
It is glow, yeah,
Correct.
nice. So that's a Gator Bait 500 series from Gator Bait Tackle, and we have a Lake Huron walleye. That's gonna be a good eater. That's a perfect size. That's awesome, man. Wow, look how white that fish is.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
Clear
fish.
water living, hey?
Yeah, it's probably the average size of our fish up here. And then they definitely get bigger, so hopefully we get into some of those today.
Yeah, no, that's an awesome
absolutely
walleye,
nothing wrong
man.
with that.
That's an awesome walleye. Wow, right on the long line, right behind the boat. Typically clear water like this, you want to get planer boards. We're using our gator board, regular size, standard size, getting those out away from the boats. But you might as well throw a long line right behind the boat because you can run 3 lines per person here in Michigan waters. So Lake Huron, man, that's cool. That's a great start to our afternoon. And again, just focusing in on that afternoon bite, the last 5 hours of the day. Just because midday like this can be very, very tough fishing for walleyes. But you know, if you want to fish all day, that's when you can go chase lake trout, go chase whatever,
sure.
right?
Yeah, a lot of opportunity
So
here.
you have a lot of that. But hey, we're just fishing a half day today, the back half of the day, and a Chinook and then a gorgeous walleye in a short period of time.
Good start.
This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to today. That's awesome. There's a fish. There we go. That third planer board out, running 4 on this port side here. So strategically, as we set lines, our boards that are the furthest out have the longest leads on them, so we can bring them over these inside boards. We don't have to clear all these lines. We can just bring that fish in, keep these other baits in the water, and hopefully hook up with a second fish. But this is on that Gator Bait 500 series from Gator Bait Tackle. About 150 feet back, getting 22, 23 feet down. So over 30, 35 feet of water. Again, this water is very, very clear, so we can run these baits up a little bit higher. These walleyes are gonna swim up at them and hit them. So all right, so this is that 500 series. You got one right there too?
This is the lure we got on right now. This color is Pantera. Fish here in northern Lake Huron love gold. So we're running, it's got gold sides with yellow dots, purple head, dark back, bright bottom. That's kind of the pattern on most of the baits we're running here. We got a variety of baits out, a couple of reef runners, thunder sticks, Rapala, scatter wraps, Berkeley flicker minnow.
There's a smorgasbord out right now.
Yeah.
But the Gator Bait gets hit.
Yeah, exactly.
I like
yeah. We have one Gator Bait 500. We're definitely going to be putting more out. We have one Lake Erie Slammer out. But yeah, it's cool. This bait is on the Precision Trolling Dive Curve app. So they tested it, and this dives 100 on 10-pound mono, 150 feet back. It dives down 23 feet. So we'll be in 25 here another hour, but right now we're over 42 feet. But I think when we hooked that, we were at about 35.
Yeah, 35,
But
40,
yeah, we're just looking for suspended fish, a couple before it gets dark, and then hopefully when the sun breaks below the trees, these fish pick up.
That's a big fish, Jeff. Just give me a big gill flare. We haven't seen it yet, but it's staying down. It's got some weight to it. 20 feet on the line counter. Again, just straight mono on this, and we're gonna get a glimpse at this fish. That's a big walleye. Dude, that's a nice walleye, yeah. Heck yeah, buddy. Look at that.
Funky.
That is a beautiful Lake Huron walleye, man.
It's interesting, the same fish, when you catch them down in Saginaw Bay, because it's sandy down there, they're actually white.
Yeah.
And then they come up here into this, rocky, colder water, and
yeah,
they
that's a
turn
nice
gold.
walleye. It's a very nice walleye. Munch that Gator Bait. I love it. That's cool. I think we should put it, you have a couple more of these, so I think we should put some more out, because
it works.
When it works, right? It works for a reason. There we go. Inside board. I like that.
There you go.
I like that. That's 2 fish in 5-10 minutes, buddy.
All right.
This is on lead core here, so lead core. So just running a mix of monofilament and lead core. This, that lead is it's just something different, right? As you turn, as you speed up and slow down, it just influences the depth of that bait more. Again, it's just purely just something different. There's not one right or wrong thing to use, but.
Yeah. We're running a couple snap weights too. What I like about lead is when you get into waves, the depth just seems to be more consistent, which doesn't necessarily mean it's better, but if you're trying to, thread it where you're just 2 or 3 feet off bottom, it is more consistent. When you start using 2-ounce weights and you get into those waves, your baits really drop down and rise up a lot.
What's your average size walleye out here, Jeff?
You know, up here, the further north you go in July, they seem to get a little bit bigger. I'd say our average fish is probably 3.5 to 4 pounds. You know, there definitely have a chance of getting a 6 here today. And you know, that first one, I mean, there's a lot of fish that size. That was probably, you know, 2.5 or so.
Yep. Yep.
But nice. The average size is probably a little bit bigger than that. So we'll see.
There we go. Yeah, maybe a little bigger. Staying down.
It's a good sign.
Staying down.
Yeah, we're trolling 2 miles an hour. He hasn't hit
That's
the surface,
a big walleye.
so, is it? Cool.
Well, yeah, not big, but nice fish. Nice fish. That water is so clear, Jeff. Yeah, that's a nice walleye. Oh, that's a big walleye. That's a big walleye. Look at that. Oh, daddy. Heck yeah, man. That's what it's all about. That's getting big, Jeff.
Yeah. That's a 3.5 pounder. That's the typical size here.
This is your average size out here?
I think so.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'd say right around there.
Crazy.
That's probably what, 25 inches?
Yeah, 24 for sure.
Another one on a gold bait, so we're getting somewhere here.
All right.
2 golds.
That's a gorgeous walleye. Wow, gorgeous walleye. Lake Huron gold. It's all about gold in our bait and in the fish we're catching. It's a nice fish.
I like it. Heck yeah.
Just firm. That's a solid fish, eh?
Yeah, they're healthy.
Wow.
That's a lot of bait out here.
Right.
We've been marking a ton of it.
That's an awesome walleye, man. Awesome walleye here on Lake Huron. That sun's starting to get a little bit lower. These fish are coming alive. This is fun. That's a nice walleye. There we go, Jeff. That same gator bait 500.
Same one.
I love it. Your gator baits, man, they catch fish, right? And we're not exclusively using them, right? If that's the only thing you use, of course you're going to catch fish on them.
We started out
There's a wide variety of stuff out there.
1 out of 8.
Right.
And now I'm setting out a third because we're onto something.
We're onto something, right? Yeah, we're onto something here.
Yeah, well, this is the gator bait 500. And this is the Lake Erie Slammer for a size comparison. As you can see, one thing that's consistent with both of these baits is the textured, kind of hammered, if you will, pattern. And that really exposes a lot of flash in these chrome baits. So that's what we're focusing on today. We're running chromes and golds with this extra flash. And so far, it's getting the job done.
Yeah, this fish is either a bigger fish or it's hooked a little funny, but there's definitely weight there. On straight monofilament line, you don't really know until that walleye gets within the, 50 feet of the boat, but it feels like a good fish. There we are. And again, we have about 145 feet back to that Gatorbait 500 series. The Pantera.
Pantera.
Is that after the Arctic Cat Pantera?
Yes.
It is. I saw the purple on there. I used to have an Arctic Cat Pantera. Yeah.
440?
Yeah, it was like I forget what it was. It was a 2-up.
Okay.
You got that thing stocked like you're done for the day. Like You're not getting it unstuck.
Yeah. Yeah, those sleds back then, they were 800 pounds.
That's funny. Yeah, they had the Pantera. I recognize that, man. That's funny. 30 feet.
All righty.
That's the net. This fish is staying down and it feels heavy, Jeff.
I see him.
I do too. That water is just so clear. It's crazy. Crazy. What do we got? That's a nice walleye. Oh, is that a pretty one, buddy? That's a chunky, pretty walleye, hey? Yeah, look at that. That's a pretty golden walleye there, man. Chunky, hey? Chunky, chunky fish. Not too long, maybe, I don't know, 22 inches, but very, very healthy. Gorgeous colors on that one. A little more golden than the last couple walleyes we've caught out here, so that's cool. Perfect eater. Great Lakes walleyes, Lake Erie, Lake Superior, Lake Huron. Caught that football. You gotta love it.
My board just got smoked. I missed one.
Yeah, that one just got off. Almost had a double. Almost got a double. But this is that time where you say they start to come alive, hey? Right when that's on.
Yeah, clear water. So I mean, I'm glad we got a couple fish thus far, but usually it's kind of that short bite window when the sun gets right at the trees. And gets below the trees.
And into dark a little bit.
Yeah. So cool fishing here. I mean, there's no houses. This is actually all state land. This is a national park.
There's like 2 houses, but they're just beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
But yeah, the shoreline is pristine. It's fun. You got it all going on over here, buddy.
Yeah, we had you out here for the kings. And then,
right?
you know, we've
Kings,
done
lake trout.
We've done lake trout, trolling and jigging.
And walleyes.
Now walleye. We're gonna do Atlantics. I know you were busy this spring.
Those are high on my list. Those are high on my list.
When they were here this spring, you were busy, but we'll get into them next year for sure. Yeah, the charters right now, they're going out and they're catching 4, 5, 6 species every trip.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
You know, a dozen plus lake trout, how many ever people they have on board to get a limit. And then maybe like 1 king, you know, 2, 3 steelhead, pink salmon are pretty popular right now. You get walleye, coho, Atlantics. It's really cool.
So as a general rule of thumb, like these fish, as the water warms up, out of all the bays on Lake Huron here, these fish kind of push out to the main lake shorelines, and they kind of spread north, eh?
Correct, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, most of them are down in Saginaw Bay, you know, in the winter and early spring. And then as they warm up, you know, they start moving out, and kind of typically it's the big ones first that come out of the bay.
Right.
You know, if you go to the inner bay in
Saginaw
right now, you can still get, you know, limits of smaller eater fish, you know, right around 15 inches.
Yep.
But yeah, there's fish spread, you know, all the way. You have, you know, Harrisville, Alpena, Presqu'île, Rogers City, Sheboygan, all the way up to Mackinac.
All the way up to the bridge, yeah.
They're spread across the shoreline, and
here we are.
if you find a little concentration of them, then you can pick on them and have a good time.
There we are. Look at that. Another pretty fish. Another pretty fish, buddy. Just come unhooked. That's the perfect eating size. Solid 21 incher.
Heck yeah.
20 incher. Nice. A little bit under average for out here, eh?
Yep.
But we'll take it.
Guess what? Same bait, Pantera.
That is the Pantera. I forgot I put one out on this side. I think we should just put like 9 of them out.
I only have 3,
and they're
3 and they're in the water.
Of course. Yeah. That's awesome. Now they're gorgeous walleye here on Lake Huron. Let's get this Pantera Gatorbait 500 back out, because I think it'll probably catch another one here, buddy.
I'm thinking so. Fish on. So what I like to do, you don't necessarily have to do this. This fish probably has enough shoulders, but I like to, you know, whatever side of the boat the fish is on, I like to go to the opposite side of the boat, walk to the back of the boat, and then point the rod tip at a 45 the other direction. It seems to just help the board ease over and get over to the middle of the back of the boat. Then that way we don't have any tangles. As you can see, that board is buried. Feels like a nice fish. The whole purpose of this is so we don't have to clear lines, we get to keep all of our baits in the water. Yeah, nice fish, probably about the same size as the rest of them. All right, so it was the same color, but it was a different bait. This is actually the Lake Erie Slammer. I had one of these in my boxes, and because apparently it's a color thing, because this color's going so hot, decided to put one of these on. Same pattern, the Pantera pattern in the Slammer. And as it's getting later, they'll definitely hit this bigger, you know, 5-inch profile, a little louder, more aggressive bait. As you can hear, it's really got a lot to it. So we're gonna get back in the water and hopefully whack a couple more.
There you go, Jeff.
Fish on.
We were just in the process of reeling in our boards and clipping on the lights. These lights that come standard with every single gator board, and they're nice. There's red ones for the port side, white ones for the starboard side, and they're included with every purchase, you know, at no additional charge, right? Gator boards, you get a lot of features for the price, best value out there for planer boards and accessories. So really nice for, you know, low light, nighttime as we transition into darkness, which is coming up here. So get some lights on these boards, get some visibility to them, see what's going on, help keep us more organized and, you know, in tune to our surroundings. So
the board went shooting back right away, and then
yeah, it did.
Kind of like
nice.
he's just hanging.
All they do is this Velcro on there. Doesn't get any more simple and easy as that. It's madness out here.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happens in a very short period of time.
Right.
Snags, fish, tangles.
And you want to stay on it because it's kind of a short bite window, you know?
Oh, for sure, right?
Very short they could bite into the dark,
that's a nice walleye,
but it doesn't
buddy.
always happen.
That's a nice walleye.
He saw you, you scared him.
He saw my scary face. Oh, that's a nice one, Jeff. There we are, buddy. Look at that walleye,
Beautiful.
buddy. Heck yes. Guess what bait it was on?
I know.
Is that Pantera?
Yeah. If we come back out tomorrow, I'll go get a dozen of them.
Dude, look at these the Pantera Gatorbait 500. We cannot keep these walleyes off right now. And just another gorgeous Lake Huron walleye. So, I mean, every fish is 20 to 23 inches.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That one's starting to get a little forehead on her. Great fish. As that sun gets low, darkness is, encroaching, and these walleyes are just starting to come alive. Lots of fish, fast-paced action. There's a lot going on, but that's why you come to Lake Huron, is for incredible fishing like that, hey?
Yeah.
Dude, incredible.
Fish.
You're lucky to live here. This is some
Heck
good
yeah.
fishing. I'm jealous. I am jealous. What a walleye. That's a fish. In the dark. In the dark. We had to bust the lights out. Yeah, it feels like a good walleye. Non-stop action today. That's a good fish. And not even today, right? We're just focusing in on that evening period of the day. Low light, clear water, Lake Huron, walleye magic. We were just about to clear lines and head in for the night. And our port side planer board goes. So that's fun. Darkness. She's pretty dark out here. She's pretty dark, but these fish are continuing to bite. That's the one thing that just fascinates me about this body of water, is the sheer quantity of fish that there are, whether it's walleyes, lake trout, salmon. It's just nonstop action. Pretty much no matter what you're fishing for, you're gonna catch a lot of them. These gator baits have been working really well. Between that 500 and the Lake Erie Slammer, we've definitely put up some numbers on the gator baits. And as the day progressed, right, we started off early in the day with a variety of baits out, and as the day went on, now we have out all gator baits, right? We just refined our presentation, dialed in what colors were working, what styles were working, and that Pantera color in that 500 series, about 100 to 120 feet back, has been red hot. This is going to be a good ending to a day, out here in Lake Huron, starting off with lake trout trolling this morning, ending it with an incredible walleye bite this evening. So much fun. All right, this fish is getting close. It's dark down there. We can't see very good. I see 22 on the line counter, so we're going to get a glimpse at this fish pretty soon. They fight hard. They just dig down. 10 on the line counter. She's dark. There it is. No. Got her. Netting a fish by yourself in the dark is not easy, but look at that walleye. There we go. Right there. That is a way to end our day here on Lake Huron. Another just solid 21, 22-inch walleye trolling, gator baits, clear water on Lake Huron. It doesn't get much more fun. From Corey, Jeff, and I, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.